Hello everybody, my name is Keith Thomas and today I'm going to be giving a overview and demonstration of the Textlocal ticketing feature that's available within all Messenger 3.0 accounts. And the ticketing feature is a great way to add a little bit of interactivity to any outbound SMS marketing campaigns, and essentially it will let you send one-time use or multi-time use vouchers inside of your SMS messages. There's two ways to send these out. You can send tickets to a contact list of numbers that you already have, so essentially a marketing database, or they can be sent as part of an auto response to an inbound SMS campaign, such as a keyword on a shortcode, whereby a customer will text into you and receive an automatic text message back containing a ticket, and we'll cover both of them methods off within the demonstration itself. We'll also touch on creating contact groups, so you can upload your customer data into the account, and I'll give a very short overview of keywords on shortcodes, but a full demonstration of the keyword system can be viewed on another demonstration. So without further ado, let's jump straight in. So looking at the front screen of the Messenger platform at the moment, you can navigate around the platform like you would any website using the menu features at the top. You've got all of these options along here, but today we're just going to focus on receiving messages, contact groups, and then of course the ticketing feature that's within the account. So first things first, let's have a look at creating a contact group. So if we hover over the contacts tab, you can see we've got an option to create a group. Brings us to this screen here where we're going to give the group a name. Now you can have as many contact groups in the Textlocal system as you like, and each group can hold any amount of telephone numbers. Creating the group takes us to the next page of the screen. I do apologize, that group name already exists. So if we look at contact groups, and we can click into the test group here. So you've got the beginnings of a database. You've got your column headers here. So number, first name, last name, and then custom 1, custom 2, and custom 3. Obviously, we're going to populate the number column with the customer telephone number, first and last name, obviously pretty self-explanatory. And the 3 custom fields are mail merge fields. So you can hold any information in there that you like, but that information can also be merged into the text message or actually into the content of the ticket itself. So there's 3 ways to get the numbers in. You can type them in one at a time. You can copy and paste a list of telephone numbers into the Messenger account, or usually you would upload an Excel spreadsheet or CSV file straight into the system. And the option to do each is this option that I'm highlighting at the moment, which is add, paste, upload. Clicking on this takes us to a new screen again, and we can see the 3 different options. So we've got add single, where we'll populate these fields manually. Paste list, where we'll copy and paste in a list of numbers, simply using the paste option. And finally, upload your Excel file. For the purposes of this demonstration today, I'm just going to put a dummy telephone number in here. And my name, which is Keith Thomas. And add contact. So we've now got a contact within a contact group. So we've got somebody that we can send a ticket out to. Well, as I mentioned earlier, you can also send tickets out in response to an inbound message. And to do that, if we look into receive and view inboxes, we've got some inboxes set up on this account. But if we look at pub on 60777, so essentially what would happen is you would create a marketing campaign, be that maybe posters in your venue, and on that poster it's got the call to action to text pub to 60777 to receive a voucher. The message will come into this inbox here where it can be viewed, but it will also trigger an automatic response back, which can be set up in settings. Moving on to the actual creation of tickets. So if we head into ticketing and new ticket, we are now on the first page of the ticket creating tool. And there's 5 steps or 5 pages within this. So you've got your initial configuration, you've got the landing page or web page as it's called here, you've got the wallet template, which can then be stored within the iPhone or Android wallet. Users of Apple Pay will be quite familiar with the wallet and how to bring that up, but essentially it's a double click on the side of the handset will bring up your voucher and any other vouchers, any other payment cards that you've got stored in iPhone. You've got some rules that we can set up, and then the completion page. So this is an example of how your completed ticket will look. And you can see you've got 2 options. So you've got a single use voucher in the example given here. So it's Coco Homemade Cosmetics, and it's a 20% discount off your next purchase on scanning of that QR code that you can see. Or you've got the multi-use option, which is scan as many times as you set within your rules to receive a reward. And the example here is scanning 5 times to get a free cup of coffee. So when creating the ticket, the first thing we need to do is give the ticket a name. Now, the customers don't actually see the name of the ticket, but it's held within the Messenger account. So if you have multiple ticket campaigns created, you can quickly see which ticket is which. So I'm just going to call this ticket demo for now. We'll take you through the creation of a single-use voucher. And we've got 2 delivery methods, which we've already mentioned. So we can send to existing contacts, or we can respond to inbound SMS messages. For now, just for simplicity, I'm going to show you the send to existing contacts. And we need to select the contact group that we're going to send the message to. In this instance, this is the test group that I've just created. And as we can see on the right-hand side here, we've got 1 contact in that group. So we'll choose the test group. And then it now asks us the next question, which is where do we want to store our codes? So if you noticed on the contact group page, we have them 3 custom fields that are mentioned, custom 1, custom 2, and custom 3. The Textlocal ticketing system will create a unique code for each customer and store it in one of them custom fields. If you've left all of them fields blank, it really doesn't matter which of these you select. But if you choose the overwrite existing data, it will overwrite any data that's already in them fields. So just be careful if you are using any one of these fields to hold customer data, then to select an empty field. Now the advanced options. This is where the system can get really useful, especially if you are integrating it into your own EPOS systems. Perhaps you've got barcode readers in your venues already. What you can then do is either use system generated codes where Textlocal will assign a code to each customer. You've got the ability to change the format of system generated codes, so you can decide what your codes are going to look like and even put your own prefix into here, and the length of the code will change how many different codes are going to be available. Or finally, copy and paste your own codes. Now, as I just referred to, this is perfect for if your own EPOS system can recognize codes used by your own company. So I've run a recent campaign where a marketing agency supplied me with a list of a CSV file of codes, which were then recognized by an EPOS system. And essentially it was a pub chain. And within the pub chain, they'd released a new beer, and they were giving all customers that text into a keyword on shortcode a voucher that entitled them to a free beer. So this was advertised around the venue. Customers text in, they received the voucher back, took the voucher to the till, and then it was scanned by the server, and they got a notification through their EPOS system that that code was valid, and obviously to give the customer a free pint. So there are your three options. For now, just for simplicity, I'm going to use the system generated codes where Textlocal define the code that will be sent across. We'll see on their handset. So we need to now start customizing this page. So at the top, you can see you've got wallet, QR code, and barcode. You don't need to use QR code and barcode at the same time. You would either use one or the other. So if your EPOS system can read QR codes, you would obviously use the QR code option, otherwise use barcode. And the wallet feature allows you to create a wallet template, which we can see here, add to passbook, and that can be added to the iPhone or Android wallet. You've got an option to change the format of the barcode. So we support all of the major barcode formats. And again, it's just a case of choosing one that your systems will recognize. And then as we hover over the rest of these fields, we can see highlighted on the ticket itself in the top left corner in yellow is the page title. So you can edit this. Obviously, you can upload your own logo. And as we scroll down, all of these fields can be edited to provide information on the front page of the ticket. Once we're happy with the content that's on this page, we can then move on to the next stage, which is to create a Apple wallet. So choosing design a new wallet template, very much like the last page. If we hover over these fields, we can see highlighted in yellow all of the editable sections of the ticket. But what you can also do on the wallet page is specify the colors of the ticket. So you can use the colors that match your brand. Again, you've got the ability to upload a feature image and also a logo to the ticket using these two options here. And you've also got a back page of the ticket. So within iPhone, you can double tap this ticket and it will turn it over, allowing you to display further information on the rear of the ticket. Perfect for terms and conditions of your offers and such like. We need to give the wallet a name. Again, I'm just going to call this demo. And it's going to ask us to upload a logo on here. These are all your supported file types. So you've got BMP, GIF, JPEG, PNG, SVG, and TIFF files with a maximum file size of 10 megabit for your logos. As I don't have any logos uploaded to this account right now, I'm just going to take this back a step. I'm back once again, and I'm just going to turn off the wallet feature before continuing on to the next page. Okay, so we've got rules that we can set up on the back of this ticket. First and most prominent here is the expiry date. So you can set an expiry date for your campaign. And then also the ability to add additional notifications to the ticket. So the display message will be displayed on the system that's used to scan the ticket. Now, Textlocal have an app that can be downloaded. It's the Textlocal Messenger app that can be downloaded on iPhone and Apple Store. And within that app, it has a barcode reader, allowing you to scan these tickets if you didn't have an integration into your EPOS system. And when the ticket was scanned using that system, it would display a message here, which could say ticket valid. You've also got the ability to send an SMS to the customer. So when they've scanned the ticket, they can get a thank you SMS back perhaps, or something similar. Send an email works in the same way. You can send an email either to yourself or to the customer. And then finally, call a URL, which is for an API integration for the ticket redemption. Once we've set up our additional rules and rewards, we can continue on to the next page, which is the complete page. You've got the ability to send it later, or we can send it to a group, which I'm going to do now. And this takes you to your send page within the Messenger platform. And as we can see now, we've got this URL that's created within the send field. And then we just need to add a message to this that will instruct the customer to click the link. Sender name is your business name. So what happens with the sender name, and this is covered off in some of the other demonstrations, but when we send the message out, we can specify that it comes from a business name rather than a telephone number. And that way you're going to get instant brand recognition when that message arrives on the customer's handset. We've chosen the test contact group as who we're going to send the message to, and then we can hit send message. It brings us up a preview of the message. We can see our sender name, so who we're sending the message from, who the message is going to. In this instance, it's our test contact group. The message is going to be sent immediately, and it's going to cost 2 of our text credits. When we're happy, send message. Now, within the ticketing menu, you've also got some additional options, which I'll show you now. So redeem, we'll look at first. This allows you to type in the code that's on that ticket and validate that code directly within the Messenger platform. So rather than scanning that QR code or barcode, you'll just type it in here and it will give you the same result. It will display the valid ticket message, and it will also trigger any rules that were set up on the ticket, such as send an SMS to the customer. Within the Your Vouchers and Tickets menu, we've got the ticket that we've just created. We can view the ticket. So when you've got multiple tickets stored within the Textlocal account, you can see which ticket is which. Hovering over this one, it gives you the ability to edit the ticket if you want to make changes. And this allows you to edit the wallet. And the final 2 options will give you scan reports and open reports. So the open report will open a screen here, which will show you which customers have actually clicked on the ticket, which you can download as a CSV file. And it will also give you a high-level overview of how many times the tickets have been opened and when they were last opened. Going back a step, you've also got your scan reports. And this report is the same. It will show you which tickets have been redeemed, which tickets have not been redeemed, and in a high-level overview here, so you can at a brief glance see how many redemptions you've had on your ticket campaigns. And that's it for a basic overview of the ticketing feature. Obviously, if you do have any questions regarding this, your Textlocal account manager will be able to help you and provide any further information as needed. So thank you very much for today. I hope that goes some way to explaining the ticketing feature.